All right. So, first of all, very good evening. Thank you so much for joining.
Very good evening to you as well, and it's my pleasure to join you on this platform. So, I want to know you. How are you feeling, and how are you doing? In fact,
Well, when it comes to feelings, I'm feeling very excited to be here and to because I think 2 3 days we were like trying to connect, but finally we are having session now, so I'm really excited for it. And when it comes to my end, life is treating me really well, and just you can say doing and trying my level best. And yeah, that's all. You say, how is everything at your end?
everything is going as as I have scheduled and planned. So everything is okay, and a little bit hectic and overwhelming routine here is because of Ramadan. Otherwise, everything is cool.
Okay, okay. That's great. So, as it is our first interaction, I would love to know about you. Would you mind giving a brief intro?
Yes, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I would say to have my introduction in front of you. First of all, I would say I am Gulnaz Islam and I am from Punjab, Pakistan. I have done my master's in English as well as in master's in history. I am a gold medalist in history, and throughout my college career, I have been the topper and scholarship holder of my college, and 2010 was the most memorable period of my life, you can say, because at that moment I was given the opportunity to have a competition at divisional level, and I scored second position, and I was given the certificate and cash prize by the minister of jail Gujranwala. And after that I was promoted to take part at a provincial level, and again I was declared the second topper of essay writing competition. Then I was again awarded with the certificate and a cash prize and 2 days stay at Carlton Tower Hotel. And a historical visit was offered to me by the government of Punjab, and I readily accepted that. There was my brunch and lunch, and it was the most, I would say, the most cherished and the most relished moment of my life. And after that, if we talk about our practical career, then I would say that I am greatly honored that my esteemed principal and you can say the sir Amar Bil Adal gave me the opportunity to have coaching to the master's classes in language and linguistics. That was my first adventure and venture, you can say, and it
Oh,
proved to be successful one. And after that, after getting married, I have given the chance at Bahia Foundation College to be the head of department in English and history. And after I think 1.5 year, I left that job because of my kids. And currently I am running my YouTube channel Good Knowledge Hub, where I have posted a lot of videos, you can say, about spoken English, about many things, you can say. Now it is my cherished dream to be in connection with the people. That's all about me.
okay, okay. There is so much in your plate, and I'm really impressed with the way you introduce yourself. It's really commendable. And I mean, lots of achievements, and your journey is so inspiring for, I mean, whoever is going to listen, they will definitely, appreciate you for the work you're doing. And you have done a lot, right? So, coming back to my introduction, I am Priyanka
Yes,
Kushwa.
yes, please.
Yeah. And I'm Priyanka Kushwa, and I'm connecting to you from Madhya Pradesh. At present, I'm living in my hometown. And when it comes to my education, so I'm in my master's, second year of MBA, with a specialization of marketing and finance. And apart from this, I'm also running my YouTube channel, which is all about spoken English conversation. And when it comes to my hobbies, I like to read books, and dancing is also one of my hobbies. So that's all about me. And I'm looking forward to our discussion today. And I believe it's going to be wonderful.
Yes, it would be definitely wonderful one. And reading books, you have said that reading books is your favorite hobby, and I have witnessed that a person who loves to read is the best person to have conversation with, because he has lot of ideas. Not only the ideas, he has that communication part to discuss the ideas and the information in the best possible manner. And I am glad to hear that you are a book lover.
Okay. What about you? Are you into books? I mean, reading books?
Yes, I have a large collection of books, because before my marriage, and certainly I took the competition level CSS competition. You can say that Central Superior Services. I cleared cleared the all the exam, but interview was not clear at that moment. But due to that, I have a large collection of books, and I am quite fond of reading the
Okay,
novels, the
novels.
literary novels,
Mm-hmm.
the historical and the fictional novels, you can say. And Chaucer, the greatest poet of history, you can say, of English literature, is the favorite one of mine, because has written a lot of books, and the best one is the Canterbury Tales. And if you come across the Canterbury Tales, just introduction, the first 3 to 4 lines, I would say they bridged the ground for not only the English or the literary word, they paved the way for the spring as well. Because
Okay.
why he is called the father of English literature? Because in that single book he has elaborated each and everything.
I must read that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And when it comes to communication, you seems very confident while conveying your message. So I would love to know about your this journey as well. Like how did you, improve this much?
Okay. Yes, it's very interesting and the repeated questions of mine. And I am glad to share my experience, because my journey started with grade 10th. When I was at grade 10th, then there was Miss Jamila. Miss Jamila was very inspiring lady, I would say, the most inspiring teacher, I would say. And these kind of teachers would be in our schools. Why these kind of teachers are supposed to be in our schools? Because that teacher was the most excellent teacher when it comes to inspire the students. For example, when she gave us different kind of topics, and then she used to inspire us that you have to write at maximum 2 to 3 pages in your own words. In your own words, concept should be yours, words, sentence structures should be your own, and you have the liberty, you have the freedom that you should not use the complex sentences. You can use the various kind of sentences. And she also gave us the liberty to use only the changing nouns. For example, if you are elaborating one noun, you can change the only the second noun. The remaining lines can be the same. It was the special journey. It was the beginning journey, and we gained a lot of experience. We gained a lot of confidence while writing. This was the first journey, I would say, and there was a long path between my house and the school, and in between there was a long canal, green woods, green fields, and whenever the season changed, there was the changing crops as well. And I was so fascinated by the changing phenomena of nature. I used to describe even the chirpings, even the flying birds in the sky. I used to narrate myself that if the bird has the courage to fly in the air, then the human beings could be fly in the air. It's our own capacity, because that bird is flying because of its own ambition, the passion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if we want to fly, fly means that not we are not literally or physically flying. We should fly in terms of our ambition to pursue the things we need. I used to talk to myself in English.
Mm.
I was not in favor of talking to anyone else. I used to prefer to talk to the changing phenomena of seasons, like flowing river. And flowing water was there, and there was very special thing that there is always a turmoil. There is always a hindrance in the flowing of water. There is stagnant water in the
Yes.
canal. I used to say that this is the stagnant part of flowing water, and certainly it would end somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
it gives us the message that sometimes we are entangled in the maze of difficulties, hindrances, and so much challenges. So we should not stuck there. We
Yes.
should have to follow some kind of special path to lead our destination. And then I would see the long path of flowing water, and I would say this is the long journey I have
Mm.
to continue my journey. And the most
Yes.
important thing was that I was honored by my teacher when I was at in my BA class. I was
Mm-hmm.
given the special duty because of my teacher's bad throat disease. She assigned me the task to deliver a lecture to the 12th class, or you can say the FA class. And the FA class strength was nearly 60 to 65 in government college, because government college strength is so great. So I used to deliver the lecture. That was my first adventure, and that boosted up my courage, that boosted up my communication skills. Because all the teachers, then when they combine together, they I would say that this is not my power, this is not my any, this is not my struggle. This is a struggle of my teachers who polished me to such an extent that I am now delivering in English language, though I belong to a Urdu medium school, a regional school.
Okay, okay, wonderful. And I must say that your journey is indeed very inspiring. And you said that your teachers play a very, you can say, irreplaceable role in shaping your communication skills. So I must say it is the really good thing. And the way you articulate your thoughts, that, and of course, I believe that a person who, who can describe things in a relatable manner, they have really good way of conveying and articulating their thoughts, and you are still, you are doing it, and you nailed it the way you express everything about your journey. Plus you said that, okay, you used to get the message on, even I can say that now also you relate things like this, that how I can learn this thing from this particular thing. Window also say something, door say something. So we should be like ready to listen, like what everything is trying to convey us, and that just you nailed it. Oh, amazing.
I want to ask from you the question, because you are from the young generation, and I am very passionate to know about the perspective of young generation. That how do you save yourself from wasting your time on Instagram reels or whatever the things? Because I believe that today's generation is really engrossed in this phenomena. I would
Yeah.
say they are just scrolling, mindless scrolling, I would say, and this is causing the brain rot.
Absolutely. This is very distracting, and it's going to devastate them. But when it comes to, I'm not like praising or like, just overshowing in front of you. I don't have Insta account yet, and I don't know how to use Insta to be very honest. But when it comes to, wasting, and I just have a one prospect on this, that everything is important at some point of time, but if you are excessive using it, that's the problem. And people, on Instagram or on any other platforms, or they're doing good. If they are a creator, if they're learning something, that's good. But if they're scrolling mindlessly, that's going to hamper their growth, their career, their goals, everything. So for that, they should restrict their time. And even earlier I used to face, this like problem, that okay, I'm using my phone a lot. Maybe because not that much, but now, when you schedule your time, when you have a proper task for the day, you automatically, you don't want to do it, because at the end of the day, you will feel regret. And that regret is something I can't afford it. Right. So, I mean, it varies for like person to person, I can say.
So it means truly said that when we have a schedule, if we want to have our life in a planned manner, then there is no room for this mindless scrolling. Because
Yeah.
mindless scrolling or brain rot comes when you are at leisure, when you are free, having nothing to do. Then this comes. on your mobile screen that you are scrolling. But if you have scheduled your time, you have planned all the activities that yes, this time is fixed for this routine and that time is scheduled for that routine. Now you have preoccupied your brain and you are not giving a single pinch of sign to your brain that now I am free. Now
Yeah.
your brain would say you are not free. You are not supposed to waste your time.
Yes.
Absolutely. A wonderful point is this. And now I want to ask another question from you, because you are from the young generation. You are the spokesman of young generation. I want to know from different perspectives so that others learners can also see, also gain a knowledge from your side. So
Yeah.
what is that? Do you have any specific routine to have self improvement in your life? Are you following any specific routine?
Well, that's a really good question. And in I think what all conversations I have done so far, usually, I mentioned this that I am a to-do list person. I always write things my down. Without this, I can't, like I can say, I can't go with the just, you can say without purpose. I need to have some tasks, some MITs, so that I can just kickstart my day with full energy. And I have my leisure time as well, because I believe that in order to come up with productive work, you should, recharge your battery a little. And it's not like using phone or like watching something. It's about I spend time with my family. I talk with my friends. So this is not, I cannot avoid it, because completely, if I'm avoiding these things, I'm a social bird. I need, family time. I need my friends. So, but if you manage time for each things, you can manage it, and you can do wonderful job in 24 hours. What do you think?
Yes, it's the best thing. And when it comes to self improvement means you are loving yourself. You are in just grooming yourself, and you are devising the way how I can make a better or the best version of myself. Because we are not seeking the comparisons, we are seeking
Yeah,
the comparison from our personality from the yesterday to tonight or today. Because this in
absolutely.
comparison is so much important for self improvement. And when it comes to self improvement, I would always say to myself that if you inculcate the learning attitude, if you inculcate this learning attitude from your past experiences, what have you done good? Take the good vibes from that. If you have done something wrong in your past time, take the best, the positive or constructive side from that point and learn something new. If you foster this learning attitude, you will gain success, because you will learn from the bad experiences, bad incidents, bad happenings, and you will learn
Yes.
from your good incidents when you are very victorious, when you are the most joyful person in this world. So having learning attitude and having constructive attitude is very much important. And
Yes.
and if we want to inculcate self improvement, I would say be a deaf person. How to be a deaf person? Be a deaf person to the negativity surrounding you. Be a deaf person to the people who are negating you, who are discouraging you that you can't do this. So if
Okay.
we are deaf in this sense, then we are just engrossed and we are just busy in our own routine. We are not
Yes.
hearing or we are not listening carefully what that person is saying. Is that person, because these kind of comments in fact they are injurious to our health,
Mhm.
mental health,
Yeah.
physical health, spiritual health, and they are emotionally, you can say that, imbalancing us. We are not in the balance. So be a deaf person to all these kind of phenomena. Learning attitude, love yourself, and spend your time with your family, spend time with the books, because books are the best friend of yours, I believe. Because
Yes.
Bacon, the greatest essayist of the world, he just says that reading makes you a full man.
Okay. Of
How
course.
reading makes you a full man? Yes, reading makes you a full man. How it makes you a full man? Because reading gives you a wide and vast exposure. Not only, and it connects you to the past, and it gives you how you can construct your future life. So this is the bridge, because we cannot know or we do not know what was happening in the past, and we cannot forecast what would happen in the future, but the book
Absolutely.
can. forecast each and everything. So all these amalgamations give us the chance to have self improvement.
Yes. So do you read self-help books? I mean, you must have read, right?
And no, I am not reading self-help books, but I am a keen or passionate reader of literary kind of books,
Okay. Yeah.
Miltonic books.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
am a
already told me.
great admirer of Milton, because you
Okay.
know that Milton was the great historical poet of this world. Because
Mm-hmm.
despite of his blindness, he was blind when he was writing down different kind of genres, and you would be astonished that even one single line of his poetry is repleted with different historical references,
Okay.
accurate references from
Wow.
Grecian, for Roman era, for medieval ages, each and everything, and we are just baffled that with our own eyes we have to see that, okay, this book has, where is the reference of this book, and where, what is there and what is that. But he is so inspiring that despite not having his eyes, he was writing each and every line with historical, and each
Mm-hmm.
and every line you can say, you can explain into different pages. Such
Okay.
is the power of Milton's lines.
That's really, I mean, really appreciated. And I must say, it's just like, wow. I mean, how there is, we cannot compare or we cannot, I'm like speechless when you see this, right? And the one thing that I have noticed that you're quite optimistic and the way you convey your thoughts is really good. So, uh, when it comes to as you're having a YouTube channel, right? May I know how long you have been learning a like how long you have been working on YouTube?
You might be surprised when I will elaborate my journey of YouTube, because I even at present moment I don't know what is the proper SEO, and how to write the title, or how to write the description, and what to say about my future past life. I have
Okay.
started my YouTube journey 4 years back.
Wow.
4 years back, and nearly 1 year back, my channel was monetized.
Yeah, it takes time and
So was a long journey. It was
Mhm.
a long journey, and when my channel was finally monetized, or I achieved the subscription, you can say the destination. One of my subscribers just said, "Ma'am, wow, you have great patience." That was the most amazing thing in my life, and it was 4 years back when I started my YouTube journey.
But yeah, it
And now,
varies.
a couple of weeks ago, I have started this conversational journey.
Okay, it's couple of weeks only.
Yes.
That's wow. I mean, why? Like, what inspires you to start the conversation videos? Because you must be having a purpose behind it.
Yes, because I was a topper. I belong to a rustic or the rural or the remote area. And despite the fact I belong to a regional language, my
Okay.
medium of instruction was not English. My medium of instruction was my regional language, that was Urdu, and Punjabi was spoken in all my surrounding, even in my home. So
Okay.
I just wanted to inspire the people, inspire the young generation, the young women, that if you have this passion, if you have the burning desire or the will inside residing within your heart, you can achieve anything.
Mm-hmm.
Resources do not matter. The area with which you belong do not matter. And the things which you are calculating, because if you have your brain, intact brain, this brain is the superpower. This brain
Indeed.
can give you the magical powers to do anything in the world. So I want to just inspire the people, and for building connection and for building relationship. That was This was the best platform I would consider. So I have started the conversational videos for this purpose.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. And when it comes to, as you're saying, networking, and because yeah, many people are, connecting and having conversations. So it's not only about learning a language, it's also about building connection, and to just polish your communication skills along with that. And the one thing which you mentioned that at your home you speaks in Punjabi, right?
Yes, Punjabi
Okay.
was my mother tongue.
Okay, yeah, it's of course. And what about Urdu? Urdu is also you also know Urdu.
National language, medium of instruction in our schools and colleges and universities all
Yeah.
over.
So I have one mindset about it. Is it the right of Punjabi people? They express too much. Is it? They are very expressive in nature, and you are also. I
Yes.
can relate with this. And when it comes to Urdu, it is also like very. I it's in we use. I mean, I whenever I scroll or somewhere, it's very good language when it comes to poetry or shairi and
Yes.
all. So I
Yes.
really like it.
Punjabi poetry is also very famous in different parts of
Sometimes I don't
subcontinent, we
understand.
would
I
say.
don't understand actually that much Punjabi language. I understand, like usme aise different, they people speak in different. But I really like, I am like when I see them, I feel so happy. Wow, how how happily or very energetically they express. I really like.
And I believe that all the languages of the world, they are the means of communication and they cherish your ideal.
Yeah.
Because they cherish your ideas, they cherish what you are desiring. All these kind of books, all the books, whether it is English literature, German, Polish, or any literature, Hindi literature, or Bangladeshi literature, all these kind of languages are in fact are prayer. They are the heritage.
Okay.
So every language is to be regarded and is to be respected.
Yeah, and every language has its own beauty. But like sometime I don't know. I just like I feel so happy when I watch something in like any Urdu poetry or some Punjabi songs. So I just like wow, how how amazingly they express in that. So I just love it, and that is something in my interest. So I thought why not share with you.
That's really fantastic and amazing.
Okay. So I think, is there any question left from your end? Because we have almost covered so many questions and your journey is really inspiring. So, you have any questions for me? You can ask.
Okay. Can you mention any practice to be calm and cool and peaceful despite having so much pressure on your side? When you're surrounding, in fact, by the clouds of difficulties, how you handle your personality to be calm and composed? Any strategy?
That's a really good question. And even people are, struggling with this a lot because they have a lot of work and they forgot about, taking care of themselves, their family members. So I believe for me, what works is I, always have my family time. Like I always talk. It doesn't matter what is going on, what all work I have, how many sessions, nothing like that. I'll make sure that I talk, something like I just chit chat a little. I just, like tease something, my sister, to just make a conversation, just anything. I make sure that I'm, talking with my friends a little bit, not all day, like every day, it's not possible, right? But I make sure that as a social bird, we cannot abstain ourselves from people. And if we are having one or two people who are supportive, who is backbone, that's enough. Automatically, the energy of your and the work you do will be amazing. So, and always be grateful. Automatically, you will enjoy and you will be calm always. Be grateful for whatever you have. That's what I believe. I do gratitude every day before going to sleep. So that's what make me happy.
Yes, because when we have this gratitude tendency in our nature, we are peaceful and calm because we avoid
Yeah,
ourselves from the comparison, the negative comparisons, and this makes us the contented and the happiest person. Whatever the circumstances are in our lives, we just go and we just look at those people, at those persons who are below us, because
absolutely.
if we are constantly looking upward to the people who are up, who are very far from us in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of wealth, anything you can say, then we would not be grateful, we would be discontented, we would be the most unhappiest creature on this planet.
Yes. So we should embrace each moment. We
So
should be grateful for everything, right? The long story short.
yes, yes, it was the blessed conversation, I would say. I enjoyed the every bit of the conversation. So thank you so much for having me on your channel.
It means a lot, and thank you very much. for joining it. Of course, it's such an enriching and fruitful conversation with you. Your knowledge, your expertise on what all things we have discussed is really appreciated. And I wish you all the very best for your future.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you.
nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.